is that I realized that every time I have a session with you, like I always feel very motivated to go into my work. So I still, would definitely recommend you, especially to self-employed or business owners. Or I was trying to solve the problem of motivation. I wanted to figure out like what was the problem and to kick myself back into becoming more productive. Make sure my business is a success. I talked to a lot of friends, a lot of mentors, and they said like, oh, we can be accountability partners. After like a 1 week or 2 week high, I'm back to the same place again. And you helped me realize that it wasn't that I was lazy. It's just that I didn't know the best ways or the best situations to make myself ready to do more work. We solved the problem with like my energy levels in the day. We solved the problem of my sleep habits and being more fresher in the next day. And just by solving this, it also has helped me in my own personal life because I become happier and have more energy in the rest of the week.
What problem were you trying to solve when you contacted me?
I was trying to solve the problem of motivation. So I was having a lot of difficulty moving myself to work and to work on my own business. I wanted to figure out like what was the problem and to kick myself back into becoming more productive.
And how were you trying to solve this problem before contacting me?
I talked to a lot of friends, a lot of mentors, and they said like, oh, we can be accountability partners. Could like just tell me every time you need support. But like all these things were temporary because after a while, like maybe after a few weeks, accountability partnerships break down. Or I'll go back to the same thing again because and nothing will change because after like a 1 week or 2 week high, I'm back to the same place again. And that's why I realized that wasn't working.
What changed in your business life while working with me, while working together?
First things and the biggest thing was realizing that it wasn't that I was lazy and didn't want to work. I didn't know the best ways or the best situations to make myself be ready to work, be ready to do more work. One of the things that we worked on as well was also about my energy, like my energy levels in the day. We solved the problem of my sleep habits and like getting myself to sleep earlier and then being more fresher in the next day. And just by solving this, it also has helped me in my own personal life because I become happier and have more energy in the rest of the week.
Which is great. Do you think that there is some unexpected benefit that you get from our journey together?
That's a good question. So there's a lot of benefits, definitely, but I feel that if there's one big benefit of working with you is that just really realize that so many things about yourself, and you can't realize these things about yourself until you have someone else to talk to you about, someone who's trained to be a performance coach, someone who is able to draw the inner thinking or the inner thoughts and to shape the thoughts in yourself to for them to come out. Like because I have you as like a whiteboard and as kind of a wall to bounce against your inner thoughts. I managed to come to a lot of super pertinent realizations about myself that I wouldn't have realized in the past. Like I think we've had many sessions where like, at the end of it I was like, oh, I learned something new, and it was like I was having this very big smile on my face because like, I never thought about it before.
Yeah.
That it happened like many times. Yeah, more than like 3 or 4 times, I think.
Big aha moments.
Yeah, big aha moments. Like, this I would not have gotten if I didn't work together with you.
Yeah. You would recommend to another person to work with me to solve some of their issue?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I would definitely recommend you, especially to people who are like self-employed or business owners, or basically people with a lot of control, with a lot of management control over their work, to someone who's like a C-suite level or like senior director or like senior level. Your coaching will help them a lot
What would you tell them? What would be the main reason that you would recommend working with
Like probably like they will have to first say, oh, I'm having this problem now, and I've been having for like 2 or 3 months, but it's not moving. I don't know why. And then I would say something like, oh, I also was in the same situation, so I couldn't find the answer, and I wanted to solve it. So a friend of mine told me to approach Daniela, and then I worked with her, and then I realized that we tackle a lot of the root causes of my problem, and I managed to like solve much of it,
me?
and everything got better. So
Someone who's stuck, who's feeling stuck and can move forward.
yeah, stuck on something, and someone who found with a lot of control over their professional work, they're in a place where they have a lot of control and can be creative with their work and how they do their work. I think your coaching will bring a lot of benefit to them.
Yeah, because there's a big chunk which is about mindset.
Yeah,
Mindset,
correct.
the way you look at things, and that understanding that if you change the way you look at things, if you change your mindset, things change. Versus
Yeah.
trying to change the things outside, which never works. It can work a little, but it never works in the long term.
Yeah, exactly. When there's a black box and no one knows what's going on inside, I think it's good to have a coach to really unveil what's inside the box.
Yeah. Well, okay, we got to the end of it, and I appreciate very much you again taking the time to answer to them for me and leaving this beautiful review.
Yeah, I'm very happy to help as always because you've helped me a lot professionally and also personally. So, very happy to help anytime.
Wow, it was really an honor working to you. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was a pleasure to see you moving from a place where you were feeling lazy and you thought that you were the problem and that you need to fix or change yourself, to a place where you now are able to discover that you already have those things inside yourself. You just need to take them out and practice them and use your time and your energy in a better way. So it was a pleasure seeing you moving through this journey. It really was.
Yeah, definitely. Going to work with you more, continue working with you more.
Wow. Wow, I really can wait, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be very, very happy to work with you again.
One thing I will say is that I realized that every time I have a session with you, like I always feel very motivated to like go into my work. So I feel that, instead of having our sessions in the future on Friday, I should have it on Monday. And I can bring this and positive energy down to the rest of the week, right? Rather than where it's Friday, it's like, okay, I have the weekend, I'll forget about everything. Everything goes back to normal. I think maybe I should do that instead.
This is a great idea. And for me, I have sessions every day, and it may sound weird, but when I get out of a session, me too, I feel very happy, very motivated, very energized. And so I don't really see, the difference because I do this from Monday to Friday. But now that you're telling me this, I can actually see that when we finish our session, you are more energized. Like there is more energy flowing through you. So it can be a great idea in the future to do our sessions on Monday. Yeah, it would be also a great experiment and see how the week goes.
Exactly.
Nice.
I think we want to try that in the future.
Yes. Again, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
So for now, Zach, I tell you goodbye, and I wish you all the best, and that everything goes well and better. And I hope to talk to you soon. Again.
Definitely. I'll talk to you soon.
And of course, let's stay in touch, okay? Even if we're not working together, let's stay in touch because I love it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much for your help as always.
Okay, thanks to you, Zach, again, and I talk to you soon.
Okay, see you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Zach.